Hi everyone, Mayor Shelly Petrolia here to answer the final question, question number 6 that Ingrid sent to all the candidates. First of all, thank you again, Ingrid, for providing this great service for anybody who's interested in understanding what the candidates feel about different subjects. So this has to do with what is the most pressing issue facing the city. And I would have to tell you that bar none, and I think everybody would probably agree with this, is the COVID. Getting the vaccines, making sure that everybody in our area gets vaccinated, and also the aftermath of what is happening in our town as a result of closed businesses. So we have a recovery that we have to do in the business area, and that is actually already underway with Laura Simon and the DDA out actively seeking to bring businesses to our area to fill those empty spots. Pop-up businesses are also in the works. So that's number one. And also the CRA has stepped up, of which I'm a member, to help to provide some benefits to coming to our town. Working with the new potential business in redoing the inside or helping to fix the inside of the business so that it's a lesser expense in their move coming into our area. So we're trying to incentivize people to come here, especially small businesses. We're really looking to restore some of the devastation that COVID's left behind. But more importantly is our population getting vaccinated, and unfortunately we have just not had the vaccines coming to Palm Beach County as a whole, and specifically to Delray Beach. But I just want everybody to know that Delray Beach is on the ready. We have credited our fire department to where they're able to administer these vaccines, and we did get a very, very small allotment. It went on lottery type of a situation, where only 200 vaccines were made available to Delray Beach. It was a first come, first serve online, and it was very frustrating for many people, including my husband. But as these vaccines become more available, obviously we'll get a better fair share, and we are on the ready to do what it's going to take to be able to get this entire population vaccinated. We are going to be setting up, hopefully, some mobile units in some of our disadvantaged areas. I've actually requested this county to help Delray Beach procure one of the mobile units for our southwest neighborhood and possibly some other areas. So that's one of the things that we've done. And the second thing is that we are also, knowing that we have homebound patients, going to be working with our paramedics going directly to homes of people who are homebound in order to make sure that they're also inoculated. So we have those things working towards our future, and as soon as those vaccines come available, we're on the ready to take it to the next step. So I would have to say that that's the most important thing, but outside of the pandemic, I would have to tell you, if I had to pick a second most important issue, it would be water. And I'm talking about water from 3 different angles. We've got drinking water, we have sea level rise water, and we also have our wastewater. All 3 need a tremendous amount of our attention and our resources going forward. Our drinking water is good. We test it daily. It meets or exceeds the state and the state requirements. But we heard you through this whole issue that had bubbled up, that it's not to your satisfaction and to the quality that the people want it to be. So it is time to look at replacing our water treatment plant. So that's something that I think that it's going to be a big endeavor, but we need to start working towards that now. And so that's something I promise that I will be doing. I think that the city wants and deserves a higher quality, not just what the standards, or we can produce something even better. So that's the thing about the water, the drinking water. Obviously, we've got the wastewater, and we're going to have to get rid of more of that in an environmentally positive way. So that means that we need to lay some more pipes to do the reclaimed water throughout our city, and that's another very big process that we're going to be going through and that I support 100%. And then the third thing is obviously the rising tides. And I don't think there's anybody on the commission that understands what's happening with the climate change and rising tides than I do. I've been attending the South Florida Regional Climate Change Summits since I was elected back in 2013. And I have to tell you, this is something that has been slowly coming, but it's hitting us and we're feeling it, I think, more than we anticipated that we would at this stage. But we have a lot of seawalls that are lower than what the high tides are now. So we're getting a lot of water rolling in. And unfortunately, as the water rises, it rises not just in the intercoastal, it is our water table that also rises, which makes water sit on the surface longer. It doesn't percolate down as it should or as it did in the past. So we have to deal with these things, and how we do that is through changing our system of how we pump water. So again, this is going to be a very expensive and long-term solution that we're going to be moving towards. And I think that if we start now, it'll be that much less of an impact for everybody later. And I think that that's the way that we need to be looking at this. It first starts with getting everybody with an understanding of what's happening, and then the buy-in, and then we move forward with how we go about doing it. So those are probably the main things that I think that we're going to be facing moving forward in our city as a whole. And when I say as a whole, I mean every resident is going to be feeling the effects of each of those items. And that's the reason why I picked those as the main topics of what it is that is most concerning for us moving forward as a city. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things, but they're minor in comparison. Hiring a new city manager is very, very important. But it is not something that is long-term. So I just wanted to focus on those things that are going to be the bigger, rocks that we're all going to have to be dealing with. So hopefully you understand where we're moving and what are the topics and concerns for the future. And I thank you again for everybody who listened. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be glad to speak to you directly about anything that, any of the issues that we talked about or any other topic. Thanks again, and everyone stay safe.